Hi, welcome to my channel. Who can forget Back to the Future when he manages to totally rewrite history simply because he lets a sports almanac fall into the wrong hands? Then of course there is the issue of photographs. Is it too much to hope that somebody somewhere in the future will confuse my photo with that of Cindy Crawford, at least for a day? When I first started on Ancestry, I had happily added people with abandon from other people's trees, watching enthralled as my tree had grown exponentially and the family members had climbed into the thousands. On occasion overlooking that there might be 4 people of the same name with the exact same date of birth etc., all of whom had different mothers. Or more challenging still, the same poor mother. Well, eventually having had my fun, I had been forced to go back to relieve these busy people of their additional offspring, among other things. This is reminiscent of some very famous criminal investigations which have found themselves swamped with data. I do think this might perhaps be a necessary stage, but eventually somebody, somewhere has to cry, enough. My approach has been, okay, I've amused myself, but now what can I actually prove? It can be entertaining to contemplate my ancestors suddenly unburdened of the extra mouths at their table. For example, James Panton, the town crier, had presented me with just such a dilemma. I could only resolve the issue definitively, I hope, by delving into the newspaper archives and thus being able to obtain a date of birth for the town crier. Of course, there is obviously still room to be mistaken, causing some poor guy who has quietly spent his life working on a farm to find himself making proclamations in the middle of Lincoln, simply because he shares a name and a year of birth with a city-dwelling namesake. By nature I am drawn to mathematics, where on the whole we can perform a calculation and obtain an exact answer. Logic puzzles have also given me many happy hours. However, people have consistently refused to conform to mathematical formulas for my convenience, so exact conclusions have often remained elusive. In the meantime, if you are reading this in the future, healthy skepticism of my research is okay. However, please feel free to let it go if you fear you may have confused my profile photo with that of a renowned supermodel. Thank you for watching.